Hi there. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about some of the things you need to put into consideration before you upload your book on the Amazon KDP platform. So initially, we talked about how to create your Amazon account. If you have not seen the video, if you do not yet have an Amazon account, I will link the video in the description below. You can go and check that up and then create an Amazon account. But after creating an Amazon account, the next thing you want to do is create an ebook. If you do not already have an ebook, I will also teach you how to create your own ebook in very, very short steps. But then after you have created an ebook, what is also very important for you to do is to upload it on the Amazon site. So I'm going to show you how to upload your book on the Amazon site. But before then, there are some things you need to put into consideration before you put up your book on the Amazon KDP platform. Some really, really important factors that you must consider before you put them in. And that's what I'm going to be talking to you about in the first part of this video before I teach you how to upload your book on Amazon. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into the video of today. All right. Now, the first thing you want to put into consideration when you are uploading a book on Amazon KDP is the title of your book. Okay, you need to keep your title very short and very simple. Now, human beings have a very, very short attention span. So whatever message you want to pass to them, you need to pass it in the very, very first 30 seconds of seeing that message. If not, you will lose their attention altogether. So you want to keep these book titles very short and simple. Let your book title catch them immediately and let them understand what the concept of the book is almost immediately. All right, so that's that. Your book title is really important. The next thing you want to put into consideration is the book cover. Now, a lot of persons say do not judge a book by its cover, but trust me, on these platforms a lot of people judge books by their covers. So you want to make sure your book cover is catchy, not just catchy to attract people, but catchy enough to keep their interest and make them want to make purchase. All right, so the details are short, the details are simple, but then they are very, very attractive for these people to see and know. The third thing you want to put into consideration is your book description. Now, you want to make sure whatever it is you're describing in your book is short, concise, but then gives people an insight into what the book is speaking of, what the book is about, and then make them want to read. I like to think of a book description as an ad copy for the book. Okay, just make it very short, a very short ad copy, something that tells people what's going on in the book and makes them want to buy. Another thing you need to put into consideration when you're uploading your book are the keywords that you're going to use for your book search. This helps your book to be searched by people that your book appeals to. And then one little trick about that is you want to make sure that the keyword does not have anything to do with, is not necessarily reflected in your book title and in your book description. Now, because your book title is going to also help your book to be found out, and then the book description, some keywords there are going to help your book to be found out. So whatever it is you're going to be picking as your specific keyword, there's a category for that, and I will show you as we get on into the video. But whatever it is you're going to be picking as your specific keyword, you do not want it to appear on your book title or on your book description. Okay, so the third or the fourth thing I'm going to talk to us about in this session is the pricing of your book. Now, Amazon gives a 70% royalty to books that are priced between $2.99 and then $9.99. So if you're putting up a book on Amazon KDP, especially low content books, you want to price them between these prices so that you get 70% royalty. Because if the prices go beyond that, I think Amazon will just give you 35%, and you do not want that because the volume of sales might not necessarily compensate for the price of the book. Okay, so you want to put up good books. I'm going to talk to you about how to create low content books and no content books at all. Now, these are not books that are that do not have anything or are not valuable. They're just basically books that do not have any writing in their pages, just the cover and all of that stuff. So I'm going to talk to you about all of that and how to create it. But then if you're putting up your book on Amazon, you want to price them well. Make sure the pricing is between $2.99 and then $9.99 so that you can get 70% royalty for those prices that you put on your book. Okay, now you want to also verify your publishing rights. This is basically helping you to indemnify Amazon, so that whenever there's a particular case with your book, Amazon will not be liable to take responsibility. You can be suable for that. Okay, so you want to make sure that your publishing right, digital publishing right, is verified on the platform. Okay, and then whenever you are uploading a book, this is one of a suggestion I heard from somebody that I really trust, and then something that's really working. Okay, whenever you're uploading a book on the Amazon platform, you want to consider using multiple categories. Okay, a book can do well in one category and not do well in the other category. So you want to make sure these categories are captured in the content of the book. But beyond that, you want to make sure that these categories are what your book focuses on. Okay, and then you can upload them with different category specifications and see which category works best. Okay, some books can sell well in the general category and then not sell very well in fictional category. There are different categories: non-fictional, fictional, actions, and all of that stuff. So you want to make sure you pick a category that's specific to your book, and then make sure you put multiple categories. I would always advise that you use a concise category, maybe something that is more generic, and then something that's a little bit obscure. Okay, so test them out to see which one works best for you. And then some books can go very well in one category and not do very well in another category. So you want to also put that into consideration. Okay, now you also want to do your digital rights management. Now you want to certify that this IP, the intellectual property, the book, is yours. You also want to make sure that is done and logged. You want to make sure you do that. There's a provision for that on the platform, so you want to do your digital rights management. Okay, you want to just tell them that you own the right to this book, and anybody that plagiarizes any of your content is going to be sued by you. And then before you finally do an upload of the book, you want to make sure you preview your book, go through what the content is, know what it is you have captured in your work. The reason for this is basically because most times if your book goes up and you do not preview it properly, people start putting up negative reviews about your book, and then your book can get flagged down. Okay, you don't want to have negative reviews on your book before you even start making money off of it. All right, so these are the things you need to pay attention to. So